My first name, Zehara, was actually given to me from this Wiccan ceremonial magic group that I'm a part of, and when you get initiated, they give you a name. So my first name, Zehara, was given to me, and it means bright or light in Hebrew. And then as I started to perform with snakes more, which are sort of my dance partners, I adopted Nakash, which is the Hebrew word for serpent. So my whole name means bright serpent in Hebrew. I do a style that's very different. It's called Tejadora belly dancing, which actually was founded by Isadora Bishovsky, who's a belly dancer in Colorado. And basically what Tejadora means is weaver. And the reason why I liked it was because I'm not the type of person that can say, okay, I'm a Turkish belly dancer or I'm an Egyptian belly dancer. I like to fuse different forms of dance, including Indian, Bhangra, all sorts of things into a performance. So I couldn't really say, I'm an Oriental dancer. So I took the term Tejadora. I asked Izzy, obviously, for permission, and she said absolutely. So that's how it started. I started dancing when I was a kid, taking, ballet and tap and jazz. And as I grew older, my grandmother's from this small village in Russia called Belarus, and they used to have gypsies that would travel through. So as I got a little bit older, my grandmother started to teach me Russian gypsy dancing. So when I sort of found Turkish belly dance, it was so similar to what I had already been doing with the gypsy dancing that it was such an easy transition to make it into traditional forms of belly dancing. So I took a few classes at Bunker Hill when I was going to college there because I had a teacher teaching there who I believe was Susie at the time. So I took a few classes there, took a few more classes at Open Doors in Braintree, and then I finally found Shadia, who has been my private instructor since. I'm totally in this other realm. It's sort of like, I guess, Sufi dancers when they're spinning and they're doing the dervishes. It's almost like that. I just zone out completely when I'm performing, especially when I have my snakes. I'm in a different realm, so I don't really think of anything. I'm just in that moment. I think with live music, you get that sort of feed off and feedback from the musicians, so you guys got to, play off of each other. But at the same time, I think with, recorded music, you can come up with your own routine, and it's a little bit more structured, and you can come up with something totally different to amaze the audiences. So I think I like both, and there's nothing that beats a live drum solo. I dance to everything. I can't even say I have a favorite musician. I love dancing to Lorena McKennett's music. I love her because it's got that sort of Tejadora sort of style to it. So I dance to like anything. I've danced to Massive Attack, I've danced to George Abdo, I've danced to Hakeem, I've danced to Lorena McKennett, I've danced to everything. To me, it's a very spiritual dance. I feel very connected. I've been performing with snakes I've actually owned them for 5 years, and I've been performing with them for the last 3. And to me, it's this sort of embodiment of the goddess and this divine feminine, and really like a spiritual experience for me. So that's really what it means. It's sort of my connection to the divine. I'm actually in the middle of learning how to do Indian Bollywood dancing, which is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I feel more confident, I feel more comfortable in my skin, I feel like I am who I am. It's just been wonderful. Like I really feel like I'm a stronger being because of belly dancing. I do belly dance benefits for Jane Doe Inc. And that's usually what I do. I love to do benefits to raise money for charity because I feel like, especially for Jane Doe Inc., because they sort of embrace, helping women. I've seen how belly dance has transformed women so much, and to me, that's what I like to do, is be able to empower women through dance, even if it's them coming to see a show or them embracing their femininity and, divine inspiration. That's what I love. I think, especially with all these new styles like Gothic belly dancing and tribal, American tribal style, I think it will always be here. It may not be in the traditional form of belly dancing, but it will always be some form or another. And to me, that's why belly dancing has been around for thousands of years, because its ability to adapt and change.